Test. That looks good. All right. Howdy, folks. My name's Dave. I'm a woodturner. I started this channel to become a better demonstrator and a better teacher, and always looking to be a better turner. I really enjoy all the aspects so far that I have discovered and learned about with woodturning, and I know I'm just barely scratching the surface, so I could see that. It's going to be a pretty good journey as far as wood turning is concerned, and honing my own skills. Thanks for joining me this evening. It's Wood Turning Wednesday, right here on Twitch, and I've got the piece. I'm gonna hollow out the piece that I was working on last night. I let it sit out for a while to allow, because it's green, to allow the outside surface, to dry enough to sand properly. So that's all done now. Let's turn this dude down here. And I did put the bag back on it for a little while because I didn't want it to dry out too fast and start changing shape too much. I do have some splits here, which I knew that was going to be in there. I think this split is pretty much going to disappear since this is going to be a hollow or a void. This one will stay, but it is not getting into that. So I don't think I'm going to have too much trouble with that as far as turning. And everything else looks pretty good. So so that'll be a void. That'll be a void. That will. This may not, and that most likely will not. But I wanted to try to keep the bark on there, if that's possible. I just thought this was a really neat shape. So anyway, I've got my hollowing system set up. I have a little bit. There we go. Sorry, I'm covering up my computer here. So I've drilled myself a 3/8 inch hole, depth hole, but also a starter hole for the hollowing system. I did not see that. That took me, I had to clean this off so I could get a good center for the drill to start. And I see there's some splits there, so I don't know where that goes down inside here. But this, I don't know. This piece of bark may wind up coming off, because this is going to be a bit of a hollow also. It'll just be that left. So I don't know. We'll see how it looks. I may have to take it off later. I'm going to leave it for now. Move that bag out of the way. And now I need to set up the laser on this guy. I've got a Lyle Jameson hollowing system. I don't get paid or otherwise compensated to talk about the tools that I use. I don't have any sponsors as of yet, but I am willing to talk to people about that. If you want to sponsor this channel, I greatly appreciate your attention and would really like to talk to you about it. This and the YouTube. So, I can go over this a little bit. Again, it's a Lyle Jameson hollowing system. I don't get paid to talk about it. I use it every once in a while. Lyle was my first mentor, so I also worked in his shop getting these. I really should have that angled. Getting these hollowing systems. And here, if you're unfamiliar, let me see what I can do to turn this dude around. There we go. So it's a captured bar system. So this sits on the lathe, and then you got a D handle that sits inside that channel there to control torque. It comes with several different size bars. Well, then you can get several different size bars. I've got the heavier bar on this. I typically just leave that on. It really does dampen vibration, and most of the time that I'm using this, I'm into a deeper hollow form. This is not the deepest I've been here, but it's, it's fairly deep. So when I do break this out, that's where I typically just leave that heavier bar on. Let's see, let me get this dude back to where he was, I hope. Sorta. Something's not right. Oh, yeah, okay. Tighten that up, make sure that's going to be straight. Yes, it is. All right. So I've got the other camera here off to the side. This upper bar, as you can see, might get in the way occasionally. I just wanted to get you an idea of where I'm starting there, and hopefully you're not too terribly bored. Just be hauling this dude out. So I will be talking about, this hollowing system a little bit. But this laser setup that's on top, that's what this card's for, to get me a wall thickness. I set the laser up wherever I want it, and that is right now at 3/16. Let's get that in the right angle. Got to get the bar in the right angle too. So I think I want it a little bit thick. Oh, well, I hadn't tightened it down. So I want it a little bit thicker than that. And where I'm at right now, I drew these other lines here and this black one here on the card. Because the card comes with the line already set, and that's like 3/16 of an inch. And where I've got it now is right about 1/4 of an inch. And I want to set it up on this piece, the curve I've got to follow on the inside. This laser will point the way on the outside, so to speak. I don't know. Might not be able to see it on camera, but I'm not sure. Oh, glasses first. There we go. Let's see, where's my flashlight? There's that. So you can see it's already changed shape a little bit by the ghosting here. So that's why I left it covered. So I've got to work this in stages. I thought about using a spindle city, but since this particular piece is not round enough in any particular plane, the spindle city wouldn't keep it steady. So I put quite a few of these together and had them and got them ready to ship and all that. Working with Lyle, got several. He's got two sizes. One is really large, meant for much larger lathes than this. So yeah, I think you can see that laser light right there. It's shining, but right now I don't really, actually I could just turn it off for a second. I don't really need it right now. Let's see, I need to go for this outside wall. So yeah, so a lot of that's going to disappear. It's going to be a cool looking piece, man. If we can get all the way through it. It is really nice to use this because it's, well, I put paraffin on the underneath of the bar here and on my tool rest, so it glides really easily. Yeah, I guess I could have. Oh man, I didn't think about that. I could have drilled the hole with the Forstner bit. I think I've got an extension that would get me down in there. But didn't even think about it. Alright, let's see how far I gotta come out this way. So about another 1/4 of an inch, I guess. I haven't used myself a lot of handheld hollowing tools. I've used a couple, but not on any kind of regular basis. And the hollow forms that I do that are smaller than this, I usually use my spindle gouge anyway. But this is a nice little piece of equipment to have for sure. Alright, so I'm actually close to my wall thickness, so I will wind up having to cut. I don't know, we'll see how it looks when it's hollowed out. I know that this bit here is going to be a void. That's going into the bark though, so once we get down to probably right around in here, we'll start seeing a thinner wall and working its way out to the full wall thickness that I have laid out with this laser. Almost at the wall thickness I want. So that is like cutting a ton of air. That's a little bit thinner than I want, but I guess we're going with it. Although that kind of dips in a little bit too. We'll just keep working forward here. And I want to keep the tool rest as close to the piece as I can. because I'll be getting further and further out over the tool rest with this, which is why that you can't see. I'll be getting further and further over the tool rest as this moves forward, so I need to continually move the tool rest, and I'll have to adjust the tool rest height as well to make sure I'm not cutting too far above center with this. But again, that's why I use the heavier bar. It's because I can hang off a little bit further on the tool rest because of the mass of it, and it helps dampen vibration. Let's see, I think, yeah, that does dip in just a little bit. So we might have to do a little bit of sanding on the lip of this. I want to leave it as close to natural edge as I can. And I need to take smaller cuts. It's been a while. I got to get used to the tool again. I'll be able to take heavier cuts when I'm down closer to the headstock. And really start hogging that out. Anyway, there's lots of hollowing systems out there. Trent Bosch got one that's actually the only one I can think of right off the top of my head. I know there's more. And what you use is entirely a preference. Well, I mean, I don't know. Could be I don't know what the price of these things are anymore, so could be a financial decision too. I'm going to clean up. I'm pretty sure I got some tool marks there, so I'm going to clean them up really quick. And this system does make it fairly easy, especially when you put paraffin on your tool rest. You just need fingertip control. How's that looking there now? I also haven't cut a piece that has this much air gap before either with this tool. So this is a new experience. should look pretty good, I think. Yeah, that'll work. Trying to slow my pace down here. And hey Lyle, man, if you happen to be watching, just sell some units for you. I'd love a trade of I don't know, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I don't know, I guess I could talk about something. This is essentially what it's going to be for a little while. I don't recall, I don't think I've done a video of me using this hollowing system on Twitch yet. So if that's the case, this is what it's like. At least with this piece of maple crotchwood anyway. And hey, anybody out there in Twitch land, if you are considering getting one of these, let's see, I think I got something right here. The unit comes with these little 1/4-inch scrapers. I highly recommend getting the nano carbide. See, I'm going to rotate it a little bit. Okay, so I'm seeing some splits, but the wall thickness is enough. And I know it's going to finish drying, so we'll wait to see what happens there. And now I want to clean up these tool marks. Double check that I'm bumping up against a part of my screen here. my screen support, I guess I should say. Alright, that'll be alright. So let's move this guy a little bit closer. I gotta be careful too, because I've got paraffin on here, so it definitely wants to slide. Let's make sure, yeah, everything is definitely gonna clear. Just close it. Well, I should back off just a little bit so I can have the support of the tool rest when I clean up those next tool marks. Oh yeah, alright, so I got onto a little sharper bit of this nano carbide cutter, and so it's cutting a little bit better. I usually rotate them a little bit as I go. They stay sharp for a really long time. You can't sharpen them, but they stay sharp for a really long time. And if you do what I do, I just rotate them every once in a while, just a little bit. They really will last for a while. And I usually do this with earplugs in. Just because of the knocking around a little bit. I mean, the torque arrestor is taking care of all the torque for me. I don't have to put that into my body, but I have found myself trying to get a little bit less aggressive with the cuts. I got a sharper bit of the cutting tool. Getting some really nice shavings off of it. But this is not as, it's a little bit drier than I thought, this maple. Not really pulling off. And then I'm pulling off really nice shavings. But they're not. I pulled. They're a little short. Well, maybe not. Maybe they're just breaking up a little bit because the cut is so thin. Definitely getting some good shaving. I don't want to be too aggressive with the cuts on the inside and risk pushing the sides out because I do have some splits there. Right in here. Alright, let's clean those up. No, not bad. I don't want to have to go back too far. I saw a tool mark that I missed. I gotta get this side of it. This is kind of nice because usually I don't get to see the cutting tool. I can see it, because of the voids going around. Usually I don't get to see it. So everything's by touch, by feel. Okay, that is... No, that's about right. Let's see if we can... kind of blend that in a little bit better. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to grab that lamp. I tried my little magnetic lamp over here, and I could not get any light out of it. And I didn't have a whole lot of time before the stream to really figure it out. I had to move it anyway, so I took it inside, but I think I'm gonna grab it and see if I can get some light shining down on this side. And it looks like my tool rest has shifted on me. Dropped a little bit. Let's see. That should be good right there. Okay, that's really clean, so I can move on. So this split goes into that timber in here about 3/4 of an inch, but I'm assuming it's at an angle. But even so, all this is going to get turned away, so I really just have to worry about these guys over here. This is interesting and different. At least to me, I have not seen doesn't mean it hasn't happened, but I haven't seen anybody turn anything like this before. Similar stuff, sort of. Just gotta manipulate your material into the plane that you want to turn it at. You know what? I really should check this too. So let's see. That right there's the angle. There we go. Bring this card out. See if anything is shifted. Yes. Yes, it has. So that does happen. It's really a good idea to check it every so often. That'll do. Hopefully when I tighten it, it will stay where it needs to. It might be a little bit thick. Nice thing about this piece here is that I only have one curve to follow. That makes it kind of nice. All right, let's bring this guy closer. Make sure all of this is going to clear. That looks like that's as close as I'm getting to this piece. Although I could well, I don't really want to angle it. If it comes off the tool rest, gets hung up in there, it's going to be a mess. And that is a really light cut I gotta take to keep the vibration down. Kind of hogging stuff off here with this tool. Now you're getting to be too tall. All right, let's set this up again, double check. So I want the card to be in the same plane as the outside curve that I'm following. What are you doing? Okay, that hasn't changed. And you know what? I'm gonna check out. Maybe, hopefully, that lamp will work. I could use a little extra light here. I mean, I've got a flashlight, but I don't want to have to hold the flashlight at the same time. Let's plug this dude in and see if we can get it to work. Yeah, I don't understand why it's not working. It means I'll have to take it apart. Hey! Alright, so maybe we have a dirty switch. Let's see, where can I put this dude that it won't be in the way. Well, for now, that's not going to be it. So maybe on this side. I don't know that this is going to work well. I think I'm going to take this apart and fix that switch. Alright, so this won't get in the way. Okay, cool. Oh, that's the problem. Oh, bother. Okay, how to fix that? That would be, I think that drill bit is over here. Let's see. Where did I put you? I know I put you somewhere I could use you because you're a cool frickin' addition to the shop. And a nice gift by a friend. Oh man, where did I put it? Well, I'm gonna need this. Bear with me, folks. Sorry, I gotta find my 1-inch drill bit here. Oh, there it is. It's that man vision. It was like right in front of me and I didn't see it. Alright. So that means I'm going to need to move this and this away for a moment or three. There we go. And this guy's gonna have to move. Need to open this hole up a bit because the drill bit wandered, as they do. And so this hole that I had, it was centered out here, and there is not. Yeah, I don't want to have to pull all this out. Let's see. Can I use... Oh, I know what I can do. I think that might not be a smart idea. Let's see, let's put that away. And we'll go for plan B. Which I think would be much, much safer. Let's see. Alright, and this is not, I need the drill. There we go. So I'll grab my battery operated drill. Do we even need to say that anymore? Just say cordless, I guess. And we'll use this bit. And we'll open this hole up. Oh, I should lock that down. Well, let me check my other battery. This battery apparently is pretty close to dead. So I'll have to charge that guy. And there's the other battery. Oh, see, I got people in chat. Sorry about that. I've been kind of wandering out and looking for stuff. What do we got here? Wow, we go back quite a ways. TC Smo says, roller bar systems and Sorby overpriced guided system. Yeah, there you go. Cap No B, hey Dave and TC Smo. How you doing, man? TC Smo, hey, what? Nice view of the laser bar. Yeah, well, I mentioned that when I started, that would probably get in the way. Hey, Joe, did you see my streams? I did 2 now. Need some more followers. Close-up of some world-class aluminum. Oh, are you streaming now, finally? Why is this not working? Oh. Cap No B. Yep, Twitch. Check out my streams and turn on notifications. Still haven't committed to a schedule yet. Will do. Cap No B subscribed at tier 1. Oh, yeah, groovy, man. Thank you very much for the subscription. I appreciate it. I will also, actually, I think I follow you already. So I'll double check my notifications as well. Very cool, man. So since you're here, did your pop, the piece you turned for the pop or pop auction and show, did it get accepted, man? Okay, that battery is pretty dead too, turns out. But I got deep enough to get started again, so we'll leave this out, and that way when I need to drill that hole a little bit more, it'll be right here. All right, so let's put all this back together. A little too close, I think. Could be a little bit closer. That's all gonna clear. There we go. Turn this light back around. So yeah, the overhead cam, this bar is gonna be in the way occasionally. But as I said, I promise, I did mention that before I started. Oh man, this light really helps in this situation. think I'm going to need to adjust my depth on the card here. Come on, get out of the way. There we go. Yep. Sometimes this dude shifts on me. And I've got it as tight as it will go. But it's still every once in a while just wants to move. So I do have to check this often, but I think it's this plastic holder itself isn't able to tighten down all the way, so I've got it as tight as it's going to go, and the little bit of vibration that I'm getting going through the cuts, and I'm cutting through, every single cut that I'm making on this is face grain, end grain, so that's part of it. It's a little bit of vibration from that. I'm going to turn my mic off just for a sec. There we go. Needed to blow my nose. So let's take a look at this. There's no way it's that far off. What the heck, man? Just a little bit more. There we go. I do have to say this is a nice little benefit of having this particular hollowing system, is that with the addition to paraffin on a tool rest, this does glide really nice. Okay, let's look at this. Something that's not quite right. Come on. Okay. So I'm going to have to go over a little bit more, which means this guy's going to come back a little bit. I hate to do this, but got to do it. But anyway, it does make it nice as one-handed operation. Okay, I think that'll do. Let's move this guy back up closer. Closer still. There we go. So essentially I'm going to be hanging off, well, at least 6 inches off the tool rest. But that's why I keep the... I thought we checked everywhere that cleared here. Where are you hitting? Right at the stem of the tool rest. Wow. Okay. As I was saying before, that's why I keep the heavier bar on here, because usually I'm working in deeper pieces like this that I really can't do with a spindle gouge. It's kind of nice having this void and these voids in here. I can actually see what's going on, man. Like I said, most of the time I'm doing it blind. But that's what the laser light's for. Get all that out of there. So yeah, as I said, not a lot of commentary, I guess, but I do have to pay attention. This will also be the first piece I've done that's like everywhere I'm cutting, it's all end grain. It just wound up that way. I mean, it's at an angle-ish, but yeah, it's pretty much all end grain. And this dude is not having a whole lot of trouble, which is nice. check that. So the big ABCs. Always keep your hands on the safe side of the tool rest. There you go. Anchor bevel cut. Yeah. I wonder if I steam this too, if that'll, I bet that would make it change shape pretty nicely. I think I'm gonna have to try that, actually. Come to think of it, I guess that would be why I'm not getting really long shavings on this too. that part escaped me earlier. Like, yeah, this is all end grain. You're not gonna get a lot of really long curly shavings. I'm getting a lot of shavings, nice ones, about an inch to an inch and a half long, but I suspect that is because of the way that this tool has to be presented and run along the surface of the timber that you're cutting. Because I'm actually cutting at an angle. I'm coming this way into the wall, right this way. So the cutting head is actually going up face grain with the supported cut. It's all face grain that it's hitting, but because it's going at an angle, I suspect is the main reason I'm actually getting shavings out of there. Just a guess. All right. See how that looks. Not bad. Could clean it up a little bit more. And hopefully that should be all right. It's just this little bitty lip I gotta get. I think that might have got it. There we go. Yeah, the closer I'm getting to the headstock, the more it can hog off, which, I mean, it makes sense. That's what I was expecting. I don't want to check my distance here, wall thickness. It's closed up a little bit. That went too far there. That's interesting. So this man moved on me. Not much. Okay. Let's go with that. Oh, is there any air left? A little bit. Good. Okay. It's pretty clean. I don't have much to clean up on that section. And this is quite a different experience than doing it by feel. Since I can actually see down in there. Oh man, is that on the outside? Yeah, maybe. Not quite thin enough to show through like that, but that was an interesting effect there. There we go. Now we're talking. Hey, what are you doing? Time to get new batteries. Well, time to get new batteries, I think. Of course, this has been sitting out here in the shop and all winter long, so the batteries were a little used to begin with. Oh, Joe. Hey, now that I'm thinking about it again, I thought about it about 5 times today. I'm going to dig into here, and I'm going to pull this out. Is that the one? Maybe it's this guy. Let's see. I don't remember what I have in this little box. That's other parts for the hauling system, so oh man. Well, Joe, it seems like I have to look in another spot, but it seems like I am not finding a spare barrel. That is, I got one other place to look. There's only 2 places that I keep all these parts in. I have a couple of these ends with the laser, but not the not the tube itself. So you're not seeing this image here? Is that what you're saying? That image, picture in picture, you're not seeing that? I could leave it just right there. That'll work. Anyway, that's what I've got right now. I've got one other place to look. That's kind of a drag. Oh, wait. I needed, what did I do with them? There they are. Batteries. Unless this has decided to work again. Nope. Okay. So, what I hope are newer batteries. These also have been sitting out here in the frozen tundra of the shop all winter. Uh-oh. Oh, come on now. No, don't. Well, it looks like the brass threads in my tube are now stripped. That sucks. Maybe it'll hold there. And those batteries are weak. There we go. There we go. So I guess I'll be looking for another tube or another laser or whatever myself, Joe. Sorry. But I'll look in that other place later. Got one more spot. Wait, let's get all that out of there. Oh yeah, I do have a little bit of air. Okay, that's pretty clean, so I will go with that. Got my laser. Let's double check our wall thickness here. That'll work. Alright, so it didn't move anything apparently, which is a good thing. Boy, that's singing, isn't it? Okay. So now I got to worry about these splits here. You can see I've got that. I really wanted to try to leave some of this natural edge. I may wind up sanding a little bit of it, but with this odd shape, I think that might look pretty cool. Come on now. Don't give up on me. Ah, dang it. Well, I guess that is what it is. We'll have to figure this guy out now. I'm going to get one more set of actual fresh batteries from inside. and put these in my battery recycle container. I'm hoping it's just the batteries, to be honest, because I too now don't have enough parts to run this laser. Okay, let's try these guys. Alley-oop. If I could just get that thread to hang on. There. Ah, no. All right, so sorry folks, I'll be back here shortly. I'm going to test some batteries to make sure that I actually have good batteries. Wipe out the old battery tester here. All right. So, are you any good? Sort of. Well, I would think these batteries would be strong enough to run that laser then. So, looks like my laser may be out of commission unless I can get whoops, get back here. No, I don't need that. Okay, let's find a new little laser. Piece, there we go. And hopefully this one will work all right. TC Smo, I'm back. Ah, okay, that's a good view. Okay, awesome, very cool. Thank you for being my tech support. I really appreciate it. Okay, we had taken that one off, so let's load these guys and see if this particular laser piece will actually work. It doesn't want to either. Oh, come on now. Seriously, don't do this. Right now? Alright, I may have to actually try to do this by eye, which, you know, fortunately, I'm most of the way there. But to have this, and this is not a new laser, by the way, but by any means, it's been around for a while, but it's also had parts interchanged out of it for moments like this. Come on. All right, let me take a look at that one. Whoops, that one's upside down. Come on, get up in there. Hey, what gives? That switch doesn't even work. Okay, so that one's no good. Do I have at least, ooh, sounds like I got one more. give this guy a try. That switch works. What's the deal here? No light. But this. Well, that might have something to do with it. The little spring is off to the side there. Oh, it broke off. Well, all right. So there we have it. As far as lasers are concerned, I'm dead in the water, which is a really big bummer. So I'll just take this off the rig, and I'll do the rest without it. There's nothing else I can do. That really sucks. Yep, done deal. All right, moving on. Let's get that out of there. Move these guys out. I'm going to put this stuff away so it doesn't get in the way. So we'll set it right over here. So this is probably going to change the wall thickness a little bit. Hopefully not much, but fortunately with that light in there, I can see the cuts that I'm making. Okay, I'm going to turn the compressor on too, even though it's going to continuously run. I need to have ready air so I can blow this out quickly. Fairly clean. I'm going to do a little bit more on that section. Stay there. All right, that looks pretty good. I need to drill that hole again. So it's time to move that again. Oh, yep, gotta lock her down. we'll start with that. This guy back, make sure, whoops, we're locked down. That is going to miss the stem of the tool rest. Yep. Bring this guy back. Come on, get out of there. Oh, looks like I need to adjust the center of the tool rest now too. Yep, I'm a little high there to drop it. And that's something that you got to pay attention to when you're using this this hollowing system, is that the further that bar goes out along a plane, this angle stays the same, but that bar keeps traveling up, so you got to adjust your tool rest height every now and then. Let's see, that was just a wee bit low. Let's try that. Hello. That drill bit really wandered. Alright. Really hogging some stuff off now. I think the hard part is going to be getting that curve at the bottom. Whoops, sorry, hit the camera with the hose of the air tool there. All right. So glad. Yeah, there's my void. Nice. So I'll be able to see that wall thickness then. So that will hopefully help getting around this bottom curve. Woo! Just blew air shavings right up my sleeve. Alright. So that puts me just on the downhill side. Like where I've come through, it's just on the downhill side of that curve. So that's very helpful. Almost cleaned up. That's pretty even right there. Okay, very good. I need to adjust my tool rest again. Yep, I'm gonna drop my tool rest just a little tiny bit. What's in the way? Oh. The light is in the way. Well, I can say I didn't think I'd be hunched over all evening doing this. A little hard on the neck. Okay. As soon as I can see down through this void. I gotta be mindful of this corner that's coming around and wanting to grab my sleeve. kind of cool, man. Being able to turn this way. Okay, I'm obviously not on the center here. Gotta get through this nub. I'm a little too low now. Oh, help me, Lord, help me. How about that? Very close to center. While we're in it, let's do some of that. Okay, so you can see the wall thickness is even here. Well, let's turn that off for a second. You can see that wall thickness is even through there, but these splits have caused this to come apart. So yeah, this probably isn't going to survive the drying process. But I was wondering if that would do anything. Like maybe if man, I don't know. I'll have to figure something out. But this is pretty much done. But it doesn't seem to want to like fly apart, or would have. So maybe there's a possibility of saving it somehow. That looks like it's right on center. But it's not. So this is the tricky bit, because I got to move it just a little bit, and I can't use the Lyle Jameson tool rest in this particular banjo, because it bottoms out. And I can't get down low enough. Yeah, I'm just a tad high. Oop, that was probably too much. We'll find out. Okay, that clears. That almost doesn't clear. So that clears, but it's not going to clear that. No, it will. Okay, maybe. And I'm gonna have to make micro adjustments as I go. And make sure that I stay on the center. I have to adjust it a little bit more. Let's blow this out. I'm just about done with this though, actually. once we get it off the lathe, we'll just let her sit and see how she does. Okay, I've got just getting it. If I had a little micro adjustment of the screw thread, that would be nice, but I don't at the moment. Okay, let's try that. It's a very interesting situation there. Oh, easy there, cowboy. Slow down. All right, let's take a look at this. I think I just got to get the nub off now, and that's going to be good. How are we looking? Oh man, no, not really a nub at all. So I can just straighten out the bottom as long as this is dead center. Nope, still, it's just a tad bit low. Getting these little micro adjustments is tough with these. That looks like it's right. How did that do? Not bad. So I got just a little bit. There we go. Now my wall thickness even into the bottom, yep, is just about right. So I'm going to do a little bit of work right there. And then I can take this off the lathe and inspect and see what we got. Right there. Yeah, there we go. All right, cool. So I got a fairly even wall thickness all the way through now. Let me remove this guy, actually, since we're done with it. We'll put all the pieces and parts away. How are we doing here? Wow, it's like only 10. I'm going to have to figure out, well, I can do that. Oh, I can do that with a jam chuck. I think I can come up with something that'll work right there. All right. And then I will need to contact Lyle Jameson about, well, I don't know, man. Maybe I'll skip that and get a come here pistol sight laser. Okay, there's that. Turn that off. Take away the torque arrestor here. The capture bar. And hang that back up. There we go. That's cool. I'm glad at least I had some voids in there so I could finish the piece, because that would have just really sucked. There would have been no saving it at all, because it would have had time to dry before I could get back to it, and so it would warp and twist. Okay, let's see. And so it would be unturnable, especially at this point. I mean, I was down right about here, so all that would have done its thing, and of course this would have changed shape too. What count be having that? Yeah, so it's a fairly even wall thickness all the way down, so that's a plus for sure. I'm gonna have to figure this dude out, if I figure anything out about it. But it looks like it's going to split itself apart and open up, so we'll just let it do that. And now I gotta rig up an idea for a jam chuck. No, I don't want to use you. Okay, let's move this drill. Let's see, I think I've got... I think I got a piece over here I can use. Yeah, maybe. That should be all right. Yeah, that should be okay. Put this drill bit away. And let's do something about the tenon first. Yeah, this is more of that really beetle-eaten wood. So this is going to be, at least cutting this off, is going to be a little dusty. So I suppose I will put on my mask. Hey, now I can lose that. And it looks like everything else fell off the lathe. Oh, nope, there it is. And bowl gouge did actually fall off the lathe. Fortunately, into the shavings that I had strategically placed on the other side of the lathe. Ha 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 ha. So I think I should have some tailstock support for this operation, since I'm sitting so far away from the headstock. sit and stay. Good lamp. Okay, there we go. Set that aside. This way I can turn the foot of this vase and really really complete it. And we'll let the drying process do what it's going to do. That should be good. Oh, mask. Mask up, you fool. Actually, for that matter, you're my guy. Okay, then I need something like that. I can move this guy back. Come on. Flip this guy around. Make sure he stays secure in there. Let's see, we're running true, so that works. Let's see, I'll use this piece of leather as my friction. All right, let's move this back further. Leave that out in the bottom there. And hope that this is long enough. Oh, of course it's not. All right, so I need a longer one. Let's see what I got. Oh, and hooray, I can take the mask off. All right. Let's see what I got over here. That might do. Yeah, that'll work. Yeah, that'll work. Just needs to be enough to, that's if it's long enough. Ah, not quite, just a hair short. All right. I guess I'm turning. A piece. I don't think I have anything long enough that's that round. Nope, not on this side. How about this side? Let's look one more time. Nope, looks like I'm rounding this one out. All right, cool. So move that aside. Oh, I can use this. Open. There you go. So in the interest of safety, I'm going to have my tailstock sit up here. It does not look centered to me. I think we're getting somewhere. Be a lot closer anyway. All right. That all clears. It looks odd, but there. Now, do I have... Nope. So I want to do this quickly. I'm going to grab my skew. Not quite round. Very close. Especially if I use the upper side of the skew. Nope, still got to take it down. All right. Oh, gotta love a sharp skew, man. Oh, that's nice. Okay, let's see. We'll put this side in the chuck. Get a little dovetail there. Maybe move the tailstock back a little more. And this is fur, man. Need a sharp skew for pine, fir, all that kind of stuff. Cedar. Oh, I'm gonna turn off the microphone. Sorry, needed to sneeze. First time chatter, we have Gilding Airframe. Best viewers. Okay, Streambot. All right, cool. Okay, let's put this away. Round enough. All right. This side. And just because I'm in a, I don't know, I don't need to be in a hurry. Whoa! Almost tried to dump the holoform on the floor. Okay. Now, where were we? Got a leather in the bottom. Now she's tall enough. Look like it's going to be running really close to true here, maybe. Huh! Yeah, can't beat that. That's awesome. All right. Then I'll form the foot. Okay. So I think, let's see, with that wall thickness, I need a foot that's a little bit shorter. I think right about there. And then, let's see, we need to grab this guy. Since it's all face grain, I can go this way. You can't really see that, unfortunately, but now you can. Tool handle of the bow gouge in the way. There we go. Let's check to make sure it could be a little more concave. Check that. Without the magnet shadow getting in the way. Okay, I need to take this down a little bit. Oh, that worked out nicely. Okay. Nice. Where did you go? There you are. Okay, how does this look? Not too bad. Now, how does it look? A little bit more work right in here. Cool. All right, there we are. Pretty close. Anyhow, let's see. I'm going to grab my Grex sander. Blend that in a little bit better. There we go. That works. Okay, cool. And there we have it. We have a finished piece. And it didn't explode or fly apart on the lathe. That's a huge bonus. It definitely had the possibility of doing it. Come on. Take that nub off. Take that leather out. And then we'll sand that really quick on the very bottom. Assuming I've got enough air at the moment. Come here. Well, got a little bit of air. Ooh, easy, easy, easy. Easy. Okay, there we have it. And I like the, see if I get it in the right camera view there, all of the natural edge that I was able to keep. Hopefully this will actually survive the drying process. It looks like it's trying to split apart this way, but hopefully I don't know if I'll be able to save, like, try to glue it back together because it's trying to force its way apart. So glue joint won't hold. But, that might be part of the attraction of the piece. So at least we got that completely turned. That is awesome. And we will see how it survives. Okay. Raging Striker Gaming, subscribe. Hey, how you doing, buddy? Well, not your first subscription, but I'm on the list. Yes, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Let's move this around. Do you know when you're streaming next? Will it be this weekend, maybe? I'm going to turn off my mic just for a sec. No, we didn't lose audio. Sorry, I forgot to turn a doggone microphone back on. So we'll go back over this again. So last little look here, you can see that is where. Oh, let's turn this light off. I think that's washing it out too much there. So that split right there. And there's a couple of splits up in here. Is one right there, but this is the one that decided to come apart. The wall thickness is even all the way throughout. You can even tell by looking through the voids. And that was exciting, having to finish the hollowing without a laser, because it's a laser that tells you where the wall thickness or the wall ends when the laser drops off. And you don't see the light on the timber anymore. That's your wall thickness set up. And so not having that, but having the voids in there made all that difference, where I could actually see it and then adjust accordingly. So it was nice to actually get that done. I hopefully don't have to make a habit of that, because most of the time I'm doing it blind. It's just going with the laser light and by feel. So this was a nice piece to be able to turn and actually finish. I mean, it's all done. We're just waiting to see, what might happen with this guy and during the drawing process. I can't glue it together because it's trying to spread itself apart this way, so that glue joint wouldn't hold. I might try. I don't know. I might try a butterfly. I may just leave it. May play around. Who knows? It might be some resin involved. That might look pretty cool too. To try to well, I don't want to say save the piece, but save the piece. We'll just see how it survives. I'm going to call that a success, because we got even wall thickness all the way through, even into the bottom, regardless of the hiccups we had along the way. I'm actually really glad I didn't have to stop, and I'm pretty sure I can credit the amount of practice that I put in, and that really is a secret sauce to turning. I really love working with people, but and teaching them the skills and all that. But the practice is the key. You got to practice. You have proper instruction, proper practice, and you will just get better. So at least the tool skills, the handling skills were up to the task. Yeah, I'm happy with that. I'm definitely going to call it a success, because it's completely turned, completely finished. Even the bottom is completely done. So yeah, yay. Hopefully we'll. Raging Striker. Oh, didn't realize audio dropped. What did you say after my last messages? That I'm going to sign on tomorrow night and see if you're on. If not, then Friday, I'll look for you. I'm sure that now that we've got the rest of that stuff figured out, I'm pretty sure that I should get a notification this time. But I'll definitely sign on and hang out with you guys. I want to see that, play some watch D&D and stuff. That'd be cool. Having said all of that, we're gonna call it a great evening. Yeah, I'm definitely happy. It could have flown apart at any point. It kept itself together, even though we have these splits. That works for me. There'll be something I can figure out to use this piece, and heck, man, might even just leave it the way it is, depending on what the drying process does. It may, try to close up a little bit, and if that's the case, that would be, best case scenario. But that was worth it. That was worth the turning experience for sure. Very, very cool. So having said all that, here we are at 10:30. I'm not going to jump on and start another piece. I've got a couple other things that I need to take care of on the computer tonight. Finish applying for some shows here in the area. So I want to say, first of all, thank you for your subscriptions. I really, really appreciate it. I got to figure out, and actually I'm going to call you, buddy, to find out how, because I'm reading how gift subscription, how that works, like gifting one. It looks like it's like a free-for-all, and I'd really like to be able to gift to specific people. So I'll talk to you about that. You say it's pretty straightforward. Yeah, I see that in chat. But I mean, you say that, but what I'm reading just confuses the shit out of me. I am for sure Friday. Monster Hunter Wilds. Oh, cool. Is released late tomorrow night. All right, cool. So hopefully I'll be able to sign on Friday too. I want to see that. It sounds like a cool game. You were playing like a beta or something. You were doing something with Monster Hunter Wilds last time you were on. So, and it looked like, if that's the game I'm thinking, it looked like a really cool game. I'll watch that. Heck yeah. And then give you, heckle you. Except that you don't pay a big monster smacky times. Yeah. So I'll heckle you guys while you're on there. It'd be much more fun if I could hook up a microphone and just talk to you straight out. I don't have to play or anything. I wouldn't be any good anyway. I'd drag you guys down because I don't game that. I don't do those games. Anyway, thank you very much for subscribing. I hope if you haven't subscribed to the channel, you're giving it some thought. This is an educational wood turning channel. I enjoy the heck out of turning, so I try to make it fun, but I try to distill things down to like the simplest way to explain things. And as I go through, usually not really so much tonight because this took a lot of concentration to be aware of all the spinning corners and things that might fly apart. So I didn't really necessarily talk a whole lot. But I try to keep it fun and interesting, and like I said, distill things down to like the simplest way to get from A to B. I think by doing that a lot more people will find wood turning approachable. But I mean, I say it so many times, but I keep getting asked. So I'm going to keep talking about it, I guess. It's the main ingredient is your practice. You got to have practice behind the wheel. You didn't get any better roller skating by watching it on TV or whatever. I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but if you don't go out and do it, you're not going to get any better. You didn't get any better as a driver. I'm not saying you're a good driver either. But you didn't get any better without practice. You didn't get any better with your learning how to write the alphabet without practice. It's the same thing. And that is the secret sauce. That's it. You just got to put the time in, and you too can get to this point. This is not undoable. I know everybody has their own skill sets and everybody has their own levels that they can get to and whatever. But my goal as an instructor is to help you find the highest peak that you can get to, or at least get you on the path there. Get more utility out of your tools. Really fine tune your tool handling skills, learn how to read the wood, just all there's so many pieces and parts, and you can't absorb it all in one day, unfortunately, because that would be pretty cool, but that's not gonna happen. So give yourself time, give yourself the permission to make mistakes, because you're going to. I still do, but early on I made tons of mistakes. The first mistake I made was watching YouTube to learn how to turn without knowing that whether the turner was well versed in turning or not. So I learned some bad habits I had to unlearn when Lyle Jameson became my mentor, and which I'm really, really grateful for. So I would say that my best advice is find a turner who's well versed in turning, knows what they're doing, and get some instruction from there. If you're in my area, I mean, I'm not the only one that teaches. Lyle has been an instructor for a long time. We got Jim Scarcella. I know he does help people in the club. I don't know if he gives classes per se, although he is going to be at Aramont, and I signed up for the class. So I'm waiting to see if my scholarship goes through. That would be awesome. There's some things I wanted to work with Jim anyway, at some point in the future, and if it's possible to do it at Aramont where there's no distractions, I'm going to take it. And then hang out with some of the guys that I know out there. So that'd be cool. That'd be groovy. So thank you again for joining me this evening. We're back again Tuesday and Wednesday evening. Every Tuesday and Wednesday, as long as the weather is, if it's negative 20 out here, I might do it, but I might not. I've been out here some pretty cold days. Not to negative 20 yet. Oh, yeah, I was out here once in negative 20. I didn't stay out here long, which is kind of a bummer. But at least I got the piece that I was working on finished that day. So pretty much I'll be live Tuesdays and Wednesday nights, 8 to 11 Eastern Standard Time. Hope to see you again. I'll be back again next Tuesday. Please check out my YouTube channel if you've missed any broadcasts in the past. You can go to my YouTube channel, youtube.com at Dave Reif, and that is all the past broadcasts from Twitch. And please like and subscribe on my YouTube channel as well. That's at least as far as I'm aware, it's a free thing to do, so I appreciate the support there. Thank you for supporting me on this channel, showing up and chatting and hanging out and subscribing and all those things. Again, we'll repeat that this is always a live broadcast when I do it during the scheduled time. So anything you want to throw in chat, if you have any questions, I see, I got my friend who is my tech support too, lets me know, hey man, the camera died or something like that. But chat's open. Please join in. Tell a joke. That's cool. I like jokes. I don't remember them, but I do like them. I only know one. I only remember one joke, and it's from my Cub Scout leader days, so it's very clean. That's the only one I remember. I don't really remember jokes. I don't know why. I hope you stay friendly. Thanks for joining me, folks. I hope you enjoy the rest of your evening. I'm going to end the broadcast again a little bit early because I'm not going to start trying to do something new with more greenwood, because I can keep going, but like I said, I've got some other things I need to take care of on the computer night, some forms to fill out and whatnot. So with that all being said, and hopefully I'm not just jabbering, I do hope you have a wonderful evening, and I'm gonna say thank you again. I really do appreciate the support. It's why I started this, to get people involved, more people involved, and to become a better teacher. It's just I just dig it. So I hope to see you next time. Thanks a lot for watching. Thanks a lot for joining, and thanks a lot for participating. I'll see you all soon.